Hey, what's up guys, SpartanTrigger here. Sorry for my lack of videos. I've been really busy with school and work and stuff. So in this video I'm going to be giving you some of the top meta decks with this format now, so let's get right into it. The first deck I'm going to be talking about is Glendios. So this deck is pretty much, it's seen in a lot of ARGs. It's topped a lot. I think it's one of few. In the new meta, the deck's going to be very good, except against other Lane Joker, I guess. Because the fact is, a lot of players like to play the 2 game now. This card kind of counters it, but again, you don't really count anything until you get to grade 3. That's when you're locking and all your other really good effects start. So it's kind of slow in that sense, but the deck's still really good. You have the combo with Big Crunch and Photon, so you can win in a couple turns. It's really, really good. If you're going to an event, look out for this deck. You'll definitely see it. On to the next deck, of course, we have our ever omnipresent Shadow Paladins. It doesn't really matter what build you're playing. Abyss is just, oh my god, it's an amazing card. It has everything: restanding, board control, draw power, everything. The deck is so good, but again, the meta is adapting to where a lot of things can defeat it. Gears, they have that grade 2, the AK, that when you call it, spin a card, and then they get a card of 1 grade lower. So if you spin Judge Bow, they don't get a card, so it's just a -1 for them. And then the Sword Breakers they have are essentially dead cards, unless they can get it with Maka. So yeah, this deck's still gonna be really good. If you're gonna be at any event, you will definitely see Shadows. The deck got 3 out of 4 places at US Nationals this year, so yeah, look out for it. It's really, really good. There's also the build with the Break Ride, the Blaster Dragon one, where you just, I don't like it. I mean, it's good. When you ride it, sack a card and add a Blaster to hand. So essentially you set up your Break Ride turn, and then you can Legion the next turn or Stride or whatever. It's really good, but again, I prefer the build more just to streamline it and make it more consistent. Next deck, Angel Feathers, the dark horse deck of the format. This deck ended up going XO, undefeated, and winning North American Continentals this year. So, yeah, the deck is crazy good late game with healing effects, powering up effects, damage zone manipulation. With the ponies, it's just ridiculous power-ups, and they play stands too, so yeah. Watch out for this deck. It can catch you off guard. Again, it does have, essentially, they go Stride, whatever, into the on-hit or whatever, and then next 2 turns, they heal. 1 damage guaranteed, so, and they also have Recycling Heal, so the deck is really, really good. They have the grade 1 No Cell, so they can use that early game to help against misgrading, for defense if they have the grade 1 or 2 pony. Just a lot of stuff. The deck's really, really good. Next deck I want to talk about is the X, my favorite. This deck is, it's pretty much always in the format ever since its release, but it's kind of at the back of the format. It's a slower deck. As the meta gets slower though, the deck does get better. They have a bunch of different ways to play the deck. You can play the deck with Berserk Dragon, you can play the deck with Neoflame, you can play the deck with Ilham, you can play the deck with like so many different things. This deck actually won European Continentals, more Stride variant of it, playing Gyoku Ryu's, which is a 6k Generation Break 1. Whenever a card is retired by an effect, it gets +5. Combining this with 10k Vanillas, the card makes for perfect columns before triggers, so it's really, really good. So yeah, the deck's doing really, really good this format. I still think it's really good, and look out for it at the next event. So yeah, and the last deck for this quick video is Ripples. Everyone hates the deck. I do too. The point of this deck now, with the new support, it's so good. Oh my god, it's so good. The deck's gotten ridiculous to the point where they can stay at 2 most of the game, ride Legion a couple times, so their entire deck is triggers, and it's really dumb. This deck is going to be really popular, I think, even till when Set 5 comes out, when Chaos Breaker comes back. So yeah, definitely look out for this deck. It is going to see a lot of play and get ready if you're whatever your deck you're playing to play the 2 game. So I suggest 10 game vanillas. So yeah, this was part 1, guys. So next video I'll be talking about decks like Sanctuary Guard, Messiahs, Blue Storm or Blue Wave. Blue Wave came out. That's gonna be really good, I think, and other decks like that. So yeah, sorry for the lack of content. I've been really busy again. Look forward to a deck profile or whatever in the next coming days. Not Thursday though, because Star Wars is coming out. So yeah, hype for Star Wars. So yeah, rate, comment, sub. Thanks. Bye, guys.